Let me bring in Dr Mgcini Tshwaku, who is the Johannesburg MMC for Public Safety now. He was meant to join us here in Westbury, but he's still stuck in a meeting that's still continuing. MMC, thank you so much for making time for us. Good morning.
Good morning, Clement, and good morning to your listeners. I'm actually 4 minutes away from you at the JMPD headquarters.
I know. Yes, I know. I saw the location that was sent. Let me just start with the engagements that you've had with the community members here. Have there been any engagements? Because they really want police visibility, whether it's the Metro Corps, whether it's the police. They think that that can somehow help in reducing gang violence and the issue of drug trade in this community.
Sure. No, we had some ongoing, Clement. I think it was a year ago. We did some operations that was called Operation Vaporized. We're working very close with them, and especially in Elders as well, because it's the same belt. And there was a sense of, in terms of calmness and, shootings and all of that. So with the assessment done by K9 unit in the TRU now, it means that we must actually reactivate, reignite all those projects that those operations that we used to do into that area. So we will be doing that as well. And we're not close. We're not far away from the guys. When Clement, I think there was a voice note that came out. You know what is so disappointing about this thing? We can do this, Paul. We'll do that. And I even told the K9 and also the TRU, let's go inside and do the work. We did arrest some of the people there. And then we've taken them to the Sophia Town police station, because remember, JMPD can detain, can arrest, and then the police detain, and then you have prosecution, all of that. But the problem is that every time as a JMPD, we did approach the guys of the province. The problem is these guys, they actually get out on the following day. And then also most of the cases, and if maybe you can follow it up, because it's a problem with us. When the courts, when the guy, that case, it gets struck off the wrong. Just ask, there's a community forum that has been tracking some of these cases. So a majority of the cases in Elders and Westbury, they get struck off the roll. And these gangsters, they get out and they come to that is a problem, Clement, I'm having there. I can put in, we blast those people, we do all the flares and we check, we arrest the people with drugs. But the problem is that we even engage some of the NPA colleagues through the IGR with the premium. That why we bring blitz here, we bring helicopters. I've got K9, I've got TRU. We go and do undercover operations. We nab these people. I can tell you now, Clement, but the following day or the week after, the people are walking the streets again. That is
I interviewed the police earlier on, and they did say that they are aware of concerns that some of the police officers here are affiliated. Oh, we've just lost the MMC there. Can we get him back on the line? I don't know what happened there. Probably some glitch there. But I wanna in fact reaffirm what he's saying. That sometimes they come and they do all of this work, they arrest these gang members, and then they're out the next day. And maybe what will help us understand that is what the SAPS members say, SAPS spokesperson in Gauteng, Brenda Moridili, said earlier, that sometimes there are police officers that are known to be affiliated to some of these gangs in the community. I mean, if that's the case, you are doomed. You are doomed. So the resources are going to be dispatched. You are going to get all of these other task teams and these specialized police task teams coming to this area of Westbury. But if the people they arrest, if they come do the undercover work, if they come and bring helicopters here, and if the people they arrest are released the next day, what's the point? And maybe that's something that we need to start looking at. I think there's something wrong with Dr Mgcini Tshwaku's cell phone there, because it just suddenly cut as I was about to come in there. But I know that he was also stuck in a meeting. That's why he wasn't able to join us here physically. So what I'll do is take a quick ad break. It's 9 minutes now before 12 o'clock. After the break, I will bring in some of the community members here in Westbury as we prepare to wrap up our special broadcast.
The Clement Manyathela Show, live from the Westbury Recreation Center, talking gang violence, drug abuse, and how the community can rise above it on 702.
6 minutes now before 12 o'clock. All right, we've managed to get the MMC for Public Safety, Dr Mgcini Tshwaku, back on the line. MMC, before the line got cut there, I was trying to reaffirm what you were saying, that when you come in and you do the undercover operations, people get arrested, they get released the next day. And I was trying to say to you that when I spoke to the Gauteng police earlier on, they did say that there are concerns that some police officers in this area may be affiliated to the gang. So I suppose then the question is, how do we solve that? Because you're going to continue bringing all the specialized teams here. You get people arrested. If they are friends with these gang members and they're affiliated, they get released the next day. What's the point? The cycle repeats itself.
No, it does. That's why some of the cases, they've been taken away from the stations. They are being investigated in the province. We might even have to take them up to the national because there's a conflict of interest. By the way, if I can tell you brutal, some of the law enforcement officers, when we were doing these raids, they were laughing at us. And then also some of them, they were charging JMPD. I can tell you now, gloves are off anyway. They were some of the TRU and some of the K9 of JMPD. They were nearly charged by the IPT, claiming that we've beaten, the people and all of that. So on this thing of drugs, there's a lot of interference claimant. If maybe NPA and the courts can tell us why these cases, I'm interested, by the way. This thing has been going on, and they are dealing with just ask, can the NPA person, and you can call us even tomorrow sometime, can we deal with in the drug-related areas, Westbury, Eldos, and in Cape Town? Why the cases are always struck off the roll? Secondly, the reason why the drugs is happening in Eldos areas like that, in these areas, is because, Clement, there's no consequence management. So the young kids saw Umabubaba wake, Otata wake getting killed, and then the perpetrator walks free. And then that kid grows up and says, I'm going to join fast guns, or I'm going to join the varados who retaliate. That is what is happening there. That is a what's the word I'm looking for? That is the social analysis of what is happening with the gangs here and people shooting each other. Those kids, they know that the other ones are belonging to varados and whatever. So that is the problem we have. But we are not going to, we will increase this poll starting from this week. We've allocated some resources. I'm going to be around the area as well. This is what I've been discussing within the meeting as well. We start with the Operation Vaporize in Eldos again, and in this area, Newlands area, Westbury. This is the belt where now the guys are, and it's going to be Christmas now. So drug is going to be a lot. People want to make money, and parties are going to go ahead. So, Clement, if you can just hit on that one, go to the court roll now. Go to the court roll, you're going to see all the cases in Eldos, police Eldos, drug. They actually struck off the roll.
So Dr. Mgcini Tshwaku, thank you so much for speaking to us. Johannesburg MMC for Public Safety. Let's hope that those interventions are going to be helpful in some way.